What's up, geeks? Welcome back to For Geeks by Geeks, the place where geeks come to geek out. As always, I am Boser, and this is your Monday Night Geek Out Sesh. Welcome to everybody in the live chat, including the raid that we just got while we were starting soon from DJF Heroes. Thank you, buddy. How was your stream? And I see Alec is here. I see some others here. Thank you guys for hanging out. You are just in time for the perfect Geek Out Sesh for you, especially if we have any cosplayers in the house. We might have a way that you could be immortalized forever in the Hall of Fame of trading cards. Thank you, C. Warden, for following. Love that. Thanks for hanging out and becoming part of the FGBG fam in the chat, and especially to thank you to anybody watching it back on YouTube or podcast. We love you. Come back sometime on a Monday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard right here on Twitch, and you can be part of the conversation. Heck, you might even one day be part of the show, because we geek out with a new guest every single week on Mondays, and we talk to cosplayers, talk to artists, talk to streamers, talk to photographers, we talk to gamers, we talk to video game developers. We want to talk to anybody that's geeking out loud and share that with the world to encourage all of you to keep geeking out loud, because that is a waste not to. I'm glad your stream went well, DJ. Thanks for coming back. You were hitting streaming back in full force. Proud of you. I haven't caught one yet, and I'm ashamed, but I'll be there. Don't you worry. But thank you guys for joining us. My guest tonight is a really fun guy already. Like, we got a short time to talk before because I was having some technical difficulties. Surprise, surprise. Merch at the store. Command merch. But already I can tell that we're vibing so well, and I can't wait to let you meet him, which will happen in just a minute. But first, I want you to use that command QOTD and find out the question of the day, which is, do you collect any trading cards? If you do, what are they? And that's gonna be my first question to you, Mr. Guest waiting in the wings, Kid Remington. Oh, thanks for the follow. MJ Fatal. MJ, where you been? Welcome to the family. It's been too long, MJ. Been waiting for you. But do you collect any trading cards or any cards at all? Did you collect baseball cards? Did you collect Pokemon cards? That was me. I had a full binder of Pokemon cards. I loved them. I was even part of the what they call it, the like Elite Four at a Toys R Us. You could go on Saturday mornings and you could trade Pokemon cards. I could even get badges. Once you hit so many trades, you got a badge. I got my first Misty Water badge. But then, oh my God, Comic Cutie! What's up? If anyone's having a good time tonight, you can blame Canadian Comic Cutie, because she is the one who made this all happen, got started in the first place with my guest tonight. So thank you for being here. So glad you're here. MJ collected postcards. Okay, that counts. From like all over the places that you went, or you just picked one up at a Cracker Barrel every time that you went in. Oh, and thanks for the follow, Bruce Wayan. I probably said that wrong, but I like it. But I'm tired of talking and yapping. I want to get to know my guest, and I think you guys do too. He is doing something really incredible. I know that I talked to it a little bit about it. Wow, I'm already tongue-tied, and we just got started with Comic Cutie on your episode. But it was more off stage. We didn't talk about it much on because we wanted to focus on your content, but I was really curious about somebody that is creating trading cards of cosplayers up in Canada. And so I'm hoping that we can learn about that process, maybe even find ways that we can bring it down to the States for all of us Yanks down here. MJ, LMA, no, dad and family sent them. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But I want to know if he's collecting any trading cards, because I kind of have a feeling he is. Please give it up for the guest of the evening, Mr. Kid Remington. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
I am doing all right. I will not complain.
You probably could, but you won't.
No, I absolutely won't, right? But Yeah, I'm just happy to be here relatively on time and ready to have a whole bunch of fun.
You know, relatively on time is the most we can shoot for here on FGBG. Canadian says hi,
Yes.
or Canadian Cutie says hi. I have to specify because we have many Canadians in the room tonight. And she says you're the best Joker around.
Ha, funny. Anyone can say they want to on the internet, right?
But
Yeah.
I kind of
A
agree
lot of
because,
Canadians.
yeah, I kind of agree because before, during the starting soon screen, it showed some pictures of your fantastic Joker. So we'll look at some more pictures in a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's afforded me the chance to meet a lot of really cool people, is what I'll say.
That's awesome. Well, Kelsey Cosplay says hello, and extra hello, kid, a good friend of mine.
Ha. Yes. Awesome.
Okay, so
Yeah,
before
we've been in some convention fist fights together, and
before we jump in tonight, I gotta know, do you collect any trading cards besides KN cosplay cards? We'll get to that.
yeah, as a kid, well, I still am kid, but hockey cards is what I started out with, and then I guess like Star Wars trading cards and some wrestling trading cards, some baseball. My dad and my older brothers collected a lot, so
Okay.
yeah, it just kind of with the territory, right? So lots and lots of cards. That was a lot of life. Actually, and as a teenager, I had a chance to move from Canada down to San Francisco and work at there was a family member's card shop in San Francisco, and I
Okay.
was just too shit scared at the time to do that, so I didn't do it. But yeah, almost opened up a card shop in 2008. Sorry, bought a card shop and then opened it up under my name in 2008 and decided against it. And I work now for a comic company. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's always been there. It's always been the shoelaces on the shoes that keep me going, I guess, has been my trading card love.
So you said you work for a comic company, so you get to not only geek out after work, but also during?
Sort of, right? Well, that's one of my jobs. I also, yeah, I work at a print company as well. So
Okay.
lots of cool creative stuff going on. And yeah, I mean the comic company, shout out to Comic Kingdom Creative. It's so cool watching all the different books and uh seeing everything out, some of the incredible artwork. Yeah, that never gets old. Not to me anyway.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sharing the link to Comic Kingdom Creative that I just found in the chat. So, y'all, while we're
Don't do it.
talking,
That's
go fall into that. Oh, do we have to do like some sort of warning for all of that?
no, no. It's just going to be more work for me, right? I do their billing and their invoicing
Oh,
and
good.
payables and a bunch of that stuff. So
Well, that's the goal. Make more work for Kid. Give him so much business, you guys. Well, but
yes, it's
go ahead. Sorry.
oh, it's what makes me late for a lot of conventions. Actually, is I I'm kind of a musician by trade, so I drive to a lot of these places.
Mm-hmm.
But to make up for all the time I'm driving to them, I've got to do my billing work, and that always happens early in the morning, and you don't stop until it's done, and you get to the con.
Uh huh.
You just do the best you can with it, but man, it's a lot of juggling sometimes.
Well, I will acknowledge the fact to you and also to the chat. I'm sensing a little bit of a lag. So if I seem like I'm cutting you off, it's only because of that lag. So keep talking through it.
Sure. As I give a one word answer, way to talk through the lag.
storm. Oh, he's moving. Are you back?
I'm here. Yeah, everything
Okay.
froze up for a second there. And I am not going to touch the chat anymore. So I know everybody means well there, and I'm seeing people that I know. Stop putting up stuff on the chat, okay? You're freezing me up here.
So you don't have to worry about it. If there's anything in the chat that I think you should see, I'll throw it up just like this, and then you can see down in the bottom.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
Sounds
for
good?
showing me
Okay.
that.
I got you. So, rewind 15 seconds. Tell us a little about who you are and what you do as a geek.
You know what? I don't subscribe. I'm a nonconformist, so I do not subscribe to geek or nerd or any of that stuff. I'm just me. I'm just Kid Remington, but I don't know. What do I do? I don't even know what I do. I think everyone else answers that better than I do, but it's so funny. Like, I show up, I drink coffee, I get a lot of ideas, and then I don't leave them as ideas. I'm just kind of like, well, what would happen if we do this, or what would we if we do that? Clearly, from the last minute, I'm a creative person, and I don't know how to organize myself and and get my thoughts together. Right? That's who I am, right there.
But you can't be good at everything. You can't be as creative as you are, which clearly you are, just from the little I already know of you, and be organized. It's just they don't go hand in hand. That's fine. Is he frozen again? I hear breathing. Well, it's just gonna be one of those nights, y'all. Stick with us.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're back. We're back.
We're
it
back.
Got frozen there, and I think it said something. You were asking something about I can't be creative at everything without, like, is that the jack of all trades thing?
No, I said you can't be good at everything in the way that you're as creative as you are and organized. Like, who needs both?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, gosh, yeah. I mean, if I think podcasting, or if I think about wrestling or music or playing shows or cosplay conventions, the cards, my family, my 2 jobs, and then my hobbies on top of that I haven't even mentioned. It's kind of, I feel like I'm more the mortar around all the bricks, and all those things are bricks, and I'm just kind of there to keep them all together and build a pretty damn good wall, with it all, right?
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Well, according to Canadian Comic Cutie, you are that mortar because you give so much love and support to the community, and you always have a smile on your face and remember everyone that comes to a convention.
Well, they come to me actually, like that, which is nice now, because I used to I like sharks, right? And I love sharks, actually. I don't just like them. And my favorite shark is a bull shark, and they're short, they're tough, they're relentless. They go in salt water, they go in fresh water. They will go anywhere, anytime. You never know. And that was kind of when I started cosplaying. I think that's kind of what I wanted to do. When we started traveling, it's like, well, if we're going to travel, let's make the impossible possible for people and for ourselves. And if there's anybody out there that is not feeling comfortable or not happy or not having a great day, let's be the one that can turn that around for them. Even though from 10 feet away, I'm scaring the crap out of them as some crazy villain. If it's Jareth, or if it's the Joker or Severus Snape, or, Kylo Ren, anything like that, right? Yeah, that's really, I don't know, that's really where it started. Like, you just, I don't know. At the pre-show, we were kind of talking about there's enough to be kind of negative or sad or miserable about or complain about, and it's just kind of,
Dramatic pause. I'm hanging on every one of your words. Like, I'm really loving your energy, even with the freezes. I don't even care. This session can last 3 hours. That's fine.
it's about celebrating the hobby. And
You're back? Am I freezing when you freeze? Do I keep moving, or do I freeze too?
No, I think it's intermittent, and yeah, it's kind of you freeze, and then I kind of freeze because it's like he's not back this time. No,
Okay, we're gonna try to.
it's all
do some
right.
things in
It's
the
all
background.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I still get to hang out with you and listen to this wisdom that you're dropping. We haven't even talked about Canadian cosplay cards, and I'm already loving what I'm hearing. It sounds like you have almost like this whole well of a heart for cosplayers, for maybe those that feel like they need a place. Like, is that accurate? And where did that first come from for you?
Like, where did the idea come from?
I guess I guess I might be digging kind of deep here. I'm asking, where did you get this heart for people, for those that maybe needed to feel comfortable?
Okay, so yeah, okay. You know, I would say there's a TV show back in the 90s called Xena.
Loved it.
And Xena was kind of she was kind of a badass that was trying to reform and make up for old ways, wrongdoings. And she ran across sweet kid Gabrielle. That was kind of her sidekick, right? Well, Gabrielle to me is that's sort of my wife. My wife's role in my life, and she's just kind of sunshine and happy energy, and I'm just kind of this brooding curmudgeon. And so brooding curmudgeonry doesn't go over well with the public and at conventions unless that's your character. Okay. So I try to be I try to have, what would she do if she was here, and just kind of show that happy energy. So that's where that started, right? And once you get onto it and you see you're making a difference, and there's really not a lot of other people doing that, we're in dire need of I don't know, just somebody to listen to you at a convention. How are things going? What's going on? And there's so many people give you so many mail-in answers about things and how everything's incredible and everything's awesome and amazing and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I give more credit to people that tell me, you know what, man, I lost my job last week, and I'm just here to kind of hopefully find something good, and you can take them by the shoulders and say, you know what, you found something good. You're going to be here, and I've lost my job, and you're going to come through on the other side. We all do, right? You just keep going, and things happen for a reason. Keep plugging away, and something will happen. So, I mean, and that's not, it's not all like big sitcom life lesson stuff going on at conventions. It's there's a shit show going on as well, where you break up champagne and all that, but it's a little bit of everything. And I don't know, I won't call it, like, it's not a braggadocious thing, but I've seen and I've done a lot of things, and I've been in a ton of different situations in life that are not cosplay related, and they actually lend themselves to the underground of the cosplay and convention community, because there's not a lot of that stuff around, and not a lot of the advice there, and the life lessons. Like, everyone's great about living their best life online, and everyone's great about using filters or using this or that or the best microphone to make them come off as this paragon of virtue, this pillar of the community. And God knows, like, I'm a cosplayer, and you spend all this time on makeup and on your hair and your sewing and your armor and your paint and all that, but we really do need to be spending more time as, how do I be a better human being? How do I leave things, never mind my costume, how do I leave the world better than I found it, right? And I don't know, if it's just, I could go on forever on that kind of stuff. Like, it's just it's really funny. Like all the opportunities I've ever got from conventions came out of just asking questions a different way, right? Like when an opportunity comes my way, it's not what's in it for me. That's generally the third thing I'm asking myself. The first thing I ask is, how does this help the convention? If I come out and get pied in the face, or if I come out and get buckets of water dumped on me as the Joker, or, is it good for the convention goer? Are they going to have a good time? Are they going to make a good memory? Are they going to get a great picture out of it? And then thirdly, like I was saying, is it good for me? Does it work for me? Right. And clearly I'm never going to do something that doesn't, that is, is not going to make me feel happy about it after, but
right, it's bad for you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So there's lines and stuff like that. And what's working? Like, when I was a kid, like outside of trading cards, professional wrestling was always something I wanted to get into. And I was relatively small, and I had a growth spurt and massive, like, collapsed lung. It was a pneumothorax happened, and I needed surgery and all this kind of stuff. And it was kind of like, you know what, you're probably going to keep growing and you'll get stronger, but maybe you shouldn't go and try and make a living getting thrown around and landing on a mat and landing and, like all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I just I found some different, that's when I, kind of found music as an avenue instead. But my love for wrestling, I can't imagine how many times I can put the attributes of what I've learned there and into a convention. If it's being a heel, if it's being a hero, just being able to improvise, being able to do things on the spot, being able to take some physical bumps is also great, because it makes things look really great. And it's paying off, because a lot of people get on wrestling because it's fake and it's predetermined and stuff. The best of the best can suspend that belief, and you're kind of really wondering, well, really, what is going on? And I mean, when I wear the Joker, and I put my arm around somebody for a photo, and I can legitimately feel them trembling, you're doing something right. Like, you're like, my gosh. And then you're so happy that your arm is around them, because it's like, holy crap, how much strength did it take for them to come and ask for this photo? Like,
right.
Because it's not just, there's levels upon levels. No, it's not. Right. And I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I don't know. My Joker coat, I love it so much because it's soaked up so much history, and it's been there for so many, I'll easily say thousands of memories, and met so many cool people, and it's caught tears, and it's caught all sorts of great stuff, right? And it's just kind of, my gosh, it's so special.
Well, while you were sharing all of that, there was so much love going on in the chat about you, and it was being echoed by what you were saying. Like, when I was brand new, this is from Quelsey Cosplay, when I was brand new, as a new cosplayer, Kid was one of the friendly faces that was at shows and knew I could always talk to him. So grateful. And then Kitty said, Kid is the best cheerleader ever. One of the most down-to-earth person. One would say humble, but only if he's not in Joker cosplay. And
yes.
I'm
my gosh.
Always pinching myself to figure out, how do I get, honestly, the best people on the show? Because you asked me a question before the stream about who was one of my favorite guests. And I gave you what you probably thought was a mail-in answer, was, oh, I love all of them.
Yep.
Which I know sounds like a bullshit answer. But for you who tune in regularly to FGBG, somehow, some way, literally the best people in the community end up on the show. Because there's not been one person that has been doing any of this with the least good intentions. Like, their heart is always the purest form, and I can't believe that they all are on the show consecutively. And it just echoes.
You have to give your producer a raise, because they're finding the right people. Because I'm and this is the heel part of the wrestler in me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dregs out there. Believe me, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit and people just looking for the red light on a camera and a place to show themselves off as something awesome. And there's no substance to it. I mean, I don't even know how many panels I've said the line about, there's that saying about you can have your cake and eat it too. And there's just a lot of people that are just icing, and it's just kind of,
right.
I need some substance here. Right. And a lot of these people that are chiming in here with their sage thank yous and awesomes and exclamation points, they get it, right? Like, they absolutely get it. It takes two. You have to give, you have to receive. It can't just be a one-way street. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
And oh my god, we haven't
Snape
even talked
kills
about.
Dumbledore.
Don't spoil it. We haven't even talked about the cosplay card. So before we get like super down this rabbit hole of just throwing accolades at each other, tell us what are can cosplay cards?
Yeah, that's a great question. Can cosplay cards are basically it's an amalgamation, kind of the same way that convention is your way to celebrate everything. It's the Rebel Legion, and it's Pokemon, and it's hockey and wrestling, and it's the Marvel cards. It's everything kind of stirred in all at once, right? We are all ingredients of that awesome cake I was talking about earlier, and you know, you stir them together and you make something awesome. So it's just kind of, they are a way to just kind of, it's like a, I wouldn't say a yearbook, but I mean, everyone is wearing so many different costumes nowadays.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you have a cool little collectible like that? Like, I know everyone's just absolutely turning over the taps on selling prints and selling this and selling that. And it's like, this is something a little different. And it was never made to be like, how can I make money off of the cosplay community thing? It was more, how can I celebrate my friends, and how can I see them, and how can I see strangers, and how can I host a photo shoot at the conventions I go to called the Joker's Wild Card, where I want everyone to stand on these massive steps in front of a hockey arena and get their photos taken together. And you might hate somebody 10 feet over, but damn it, you guys can stand on the same frickin' steps and smile for the camera and show off your love for your fandom. You don't have to be tied up with all the kind of the puppet strings about what you can and can do and who you will and won't for it.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, right? So it's kind of your that's more like your big kind of high school graduation picture. And we do that every year, and it's just kind of, that's where kind of the cards came from. It's like, man, we could do that, right? We could do something like that. And it was literally, I don't know, it's an idea that went around, and we kicked it around for a while, and there was a whole bunch of kind of cosplay charity groups that they all wanted to do the same thing. It seemed like everybody had the idea, and they just kind of left it hanging there. Like everyone's like, yeah, we're going to do this. But then nobody actually did it. Okay. And, you know, through talking about that, it was like one of my proverbial, if you've gone to a convention with me and we've roomed together, or we've gone for coffees or gone for dinners, you've heard me grinding my axe, man. I grind the axe a lot about it's you know, it's never about resting on your laurels of just, this is good, let's leave it good. It's how can you get better all the time, like with your booth setup, with your costumes, with everything. And it's just kind of, what do you do with that? And so one of the guys at this, you know, this group called the Silver Dragons, who are actually ensconced on my shirt right now.
Nice.
There's Clay Stushnoff from out in British Columbia, Canada, and Amanda Wallenberg and Spencer Voikin, and you know, now it's kind of expanded to a bunch of other people. Well, it's just kind of this group that I hang around with, and they're kind of, we all get it the same way. It's kind of like, you know, I don't want to say the Avengers or anything like that, but it's just kind of, there's no way that we should all be together as friends in this world, but here we are, and we're great friends. And
that's amazing.
And yeah, and Stush is kind of, he's the guy that came up with kind of the card design and just kind of slipped it into my DMs, kind of saying, hey, well, what about this? Could we do this? And I was like, God damn it. I really wasn't thinking about putting this much time into this, but that looks really incredible, and we can't not, right? So
let me show this off while you're talking about it, just on the
screen.
Sure,
absolutely.
At Can Cosplay Cards, which if you use command cards, it links you straight to this Instagram, so you can see more of it. But you can see that we've got some things. So this is on your stream, right? This is towards the top, just so it gives people a visual to look at while you're talking about it. So you were saying that it shows the cosplayer, and it's got some other things on it on the front and the back. What is included on the Can Cosplay card?
Yeah, for sure. So in each series, we've got, okay, first of all, let's start. This is perfect right here, Professor. If you could leave it right here, we'll
sir.
show the tape. So yeah, we've got, we've got in the top right corner there's the photographer's name. This is a super
Love that.
important thing, is to have the photographer on display, and on the back of the card is their credentials as well, so you can find them. On the front is the name of the person. So we've got Lydia Steele here. Now we're not going for real names on these cards. We don't want to get anybody in trouble or stalked or anything. But we don't use Batman. We don't use Spider-Man. We don't use Boser. We like all these famous individuals that have their names copyrighted. We don't put that. We don't want to get into
Boser,
that kind of legal
super famous.
Yeah. He's huge. He's absolutely huge. Big in Japan. He's a big American headliner.
Really? Wow. Those royalty checks have yet to reach my door, but they're coming. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So okay, that's the front. We got a nice photo in there, and our graphic designer does them up nice. On the back, we've got basically the cosplayers, their social media credentials as well with the photographer. We've got kind of a back, kind of their little. When was their first event? When was what got them into this? What did they enjoy about it? And then a cool little like one-line fact about what's going on. All this kind of stuff, and it's just I don't know, it's great. It's great.
Oh, there we go.
Great information. And yeah, there's the back right there.
I was trying to find a
yeah,
picture
as you can see it. Chewing gum. Wait a minute. Oh, we've got a no chewing gum rule here. That's gonna be a big fine. Hold on here. I'm gonna just.
You better send that invoice real quick.
It's sent. Yes.
Good.
Big unless we have a gum sponsor, I don't want people chewing gum on the back of the cards. She knows better than that. That's the youth of today. No.
Shame. Hey, who's this photographer? Kid Remington. I hear he does good work.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? He's from time to time, even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometime, right? So. Yeah.
No, I love this. It's got her Instagram. It's got Facebook. It's got the photographer and your credentials as well, so that's cool.
Yep. No, well, I was the photographer, right? So photographer gets 2, cosplayer can have up to 4. Although I think we're just cutting it down to 2 because now there's so many platforms that people are on.
Yeah, honestly.
So, but yeah, okay. So okay, that's great. So yeah, she's got a nice little write up and all that kind of stuff. So we take the submissions, 42 every set. And then on top of that, we've got the checklist, which is kind of a cool little card. We've got 9, it's like candid cards, funny things happening, big group shots. And on the back of the 9 candid cards it's almost like a puzzle piece from back to the old, the old Star Wars cards or whatever, where you collect these 9 cards in a row and it's a big picture of Chewbacca on the back kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
So. Yeah, and that's when I was talking about the photo shoot of us on the steps and stuff like that. That's kind of where that's what the big pictures are all the time. It's just so there could be 475 people in that big puzzle, and what I love is like people that aren't even in the cards are coming up to us and they're looking through them at conventions and they're seeing the big. Okay, so right there, right at the bottom. Okay, right there, that's our big puzzle piece. So that's kind of chopped into 9 equal pieces and put together. And then people kind of come up and say, oh my gosh, was I in this one? I wasn't in this one. And there's either tears of joy or tears of sadness, but we get your tears.
Oh, I got mixed up with those yahoos? Oh, dang.
Yeah. Yes.
So then, okay, let's say I'm a cosplayer. I want a set. Yep. What do I got to do?
So, okay, well, you want a set, you can just go to, you can DM us on Instagram or Facebook is fine. You can also go to kidremington.com, which is my website, and there's a cosplay cards link. And basically there's all the information you need to sign up a card if you want to register a card with a set, or if you want to buy your sets as well. We run deals on them all the time, and so I work in print, and so it helps us keep our costs down for manufacturing the cards. We'll charge for every card. We call it a registration. It's a $5 registration to get your card registered into our set, and for that you get basically 10 cards of your choice. It could be 10 of the card you're getting made up, it could be one of your card plus 9 from the set, whatever, right? You can look through all the checklists and decide what 10 you want. So great value for $5, but then you're also added into the, it's really nothing, right? So you get added into the set. Sets get sold. We collect the cash, and last year we started this thing called the Remington Awards, where our profits go back to the cosplay community, where we kind of see what people are doing, and if they're helping food banks or helping friends or just being great people, we've been giving them almost like these honorariums, and to kind of say thanks a lot for doing things the way we'd like to see them get done around here, right? So just trying to be positive and show it that it's worthwhile. Like, I know life is busy for everyone and it's kind of nuts for everybody. So I don't know how many hundreds of people say, yeah, I'm signing up for one, but to actually, get their picture and to actually fill out the form and pay the $5 and hit the registration, all of which literally when you have your stuff gathered, it takes less than 5 minutes to get your card done. Yeah. No, like to get it registered, and basically from there, then we fill the set, and then we basically send everybody their proofs, and then send them a checklist and say, what would you like for your order, right? And then they can decide sets or whatever. That's a full press sheet right there. And before we go and cut her all down, and it's a super fun project watching those come off the press and see your friends and people that are going to be friends all on them and stuff, and it's just kind of forever linked, like Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio.
Okay, I just have 2 questions.
Sure.
Who do you think you are, and how dare you by being this light in the world? Like, I'm just falling again. This is exactly what happens every time, kid. So I wasn't bullshitting. That somebody says something or shows their true heart, and this is what you're doing. You're showing like who you are inside, and I want all the good things for you, and I want to support you with all my heart, and I know that our community is too. Is this exclusive to Canadians now, or can we in the States do this?
Yeah, we've had 2 people in the States sign up already. So one of them,
2?
Only one, really. The second one is yet to come out yet, but it's somebody that a lot of people know, and that's Michael Wilson, otherwise known as Night Mage.
Night Mage!
And yes, so he's going to be like one of the cards in Series 4. And yeah, like when we started off in Canada, clearly, and we started off as Ken Cosplay, as Canada cosplay cards kind of thing, but really the larger tag on it always has been can. You can cosplay. Everyone can cosplay. And so we're going to hopefully come up with another, when we get more people, if it's from all over the world. We've had a lot of, like, I've had interest from Australia and New Zealand and, and the US. So, when we start traveling back down to cons in the States, we'll definitely start hitting that up more and changing it up. And it won't be so, it'll always be Canadian based to us because that's where we started it, but it's really for everyone that can, right? So I don't know, that's so fishy to say it that way, but I don't know, something like that, right?
You know what, we all need a little woo-woo in our life. That's what people at work call me. and it's a healthy amount. But okay, so what do you think is the main reason that you have only 2 Americans take advantage of this?
You know what? Just probably the social media algorithm is probably the most our Can Cosplay Cards account is very small. Like, I don't know, we're somewhere between 300 and 400 followers is my guess. What does it say there? 320, 380. Holy smokes. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty small. And until Can Comic Cutie gets on there, she's or Cutie gets on there and spruces it up for us, I'm sure it's gonna go like wildfire is my guess. So yeah, she does great stuff, right? She's got a good eye for things, and she, unlike me, doesn't take it so serious. But she just has fun with it, right?
There's not much she takes
Uh,
serious, from what I've in
oh
my
gosh.
experience.
Yeah, there's a lot she takes serious. Believe me. Yeah.
So really what it sounds like is one of the main obstacles to this growing, which again is not motivated by financial gain. It's not motivated by fame for you. It's motivated by letting people feel as badass as they are and seeing themselves on trading cards that make for easy calling cards for anybody that takes a picture with them. Here, tag me. It's in lieu of a business card, you have a $5 full set of cards.
No, exactly, right? Like, well, yeah, you know, like it's funny. I guess I should just quickly say too, like some of the conventions are incredible. Like they invite us out to their community area, and we rub shoulders with groups like the 501st and Rebel Legion and the Ghostbusters, and we fit right in. Like people come into our area. It's very inclusive. We make people feel good. We feed them delicious treats, and you know, bang lemonades and coffees, and have a great time. And it's kind of what the
lemonades?
Yes, like
what's a bang lemonade?
It's like cheers, right? Like a lemonade, and you cheers them together. You bang lemonades, pal. Come on.
You bang lemonades.
There you go. Yes.
Okay.
So there you are, right? It's and it's just fun, and I can't even believe like how fast a convention goes from when we get there on Thursday or Friday to the end of Sunday. It's just nonstop, and my voice is gone. And everyone that we talk to about the cards is always so positive about them, and they love them and they support them. And it's just clearly the pandemic hurt us too, right? Because you can't get out there, and like, I mean, people are sold a thousand things every day, right, on social media, whether they like to see it or they don't like to see it.
Exactly.
And we just we don't want to be really in that noise. I guess we could be in that noise, but there's too much stuff. We don't want to be included in that noise, really. We're more just more real, and when we get down to the heart of explaining the project, and when they seem that, or when they see, like, I work in print, I'm a cosplayer, and it's just this is just, I don't know, it just seems like a good thing to do. Why wouldn't I want to do this? Why wouldn't I want to help out with this, right?
I'm losing my words, which doesn't happen often, because it feels like what you've taken is such, in one way, a simple idea, and you've grabbed resources that, for you, who works in print and has worked in comic books and loves trading cards, just put them together in a simple way. But I can't imagine what it feels like for the cosplayer that is holding a deck of cards with their work on it. They can share that and then can trade that, and I only get a glimpse of it from those who have a set here in the chat. But like, you've got to have heard some amazing stories through this experience.
Yeah, you know what? It's been cool. Like, we made a trading card for a friend of ours passed away during the pandemic from pancreatic cancer.
Wow.
So we made like we had a few. We lost one to COVID and a couple others, and so we always like to kind of highlight them and just kind of say, you know what, this guy, we're gonna miss this guy, and let's make sure he's in here. And so it's heavy to put those guys in there, and it's not like the cards are flying off the shelves and people are buying 10,000 of this card or that card, but it's just, that everyone does buy it. They're gonna have that day when they open up the deck and they're gonna flip through everything, and they're gonna be like, it's just a nice way, where you're not, on social media, you could go and flip through that same amount of pictures, and then you're going to see people's likes or their comments or whatever. And this is your way to kind of say, yeah, screw them, right? Like, this is just you and your binder or your card package saying, this is it. I want to read up One of the people in our sets is working right now on our masters in star formation out on the coast, and it's just kind of like, like I'm, like I work in print, and you're kind of like, holy crap, right?
Yeah.
Or there's a paramedic, or just kind of, everyone's walking their own way in life as best as they can. And I don't know, I can't be everybody's best friend, but it's important for me to know that everybody does matter to me, and I do think about them. And it's just kind of, I don't know if it's maybe I've listened to too much Leonard Cohen or what, but I like it to be deep. I don't, I don't like the how's your day. How do we solve this? What do we do here? And it's just kind of, what makes you excited? What gets you going right now?
Oh, thanks for the sub, Nimka. 2 months in a row. 2 years. No, I love that you said you like getting deep, because I kind of got that sense from the second you signed on with me tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of guests, they do the small chat, and I'll do that too, but I also don't really like small talk. Like, I like to skip to like the deep questions. Let's just skip to the part where we're best friends, and then we can move on from there. But like, you asked me, you're like, so how long you been doing this? Are you enjoying it? How's Twitch? And I was like, I felt like I was the guest and you were the host, and you made me feel so welcome in my own channel. So thank you.
Yeah, I pulled out the old can opener right there on you. You were, and you were almost going to get like so yeah, you have a dog, or you have a cat, or a fish? What do you have? Any pets? Or
I do have a dog, and I love her with all my heart.
Yeah,
she ran away today. She ran away, y'all. Those in the chat know how much I fucking love this dog. She ran away. I left the gate cracked on accident, not meaning to. And
ouch.
She has a crush on a dog around the corner. She's gotten out before, and she has made a beeline around the corner of this house she's never been, found this dog's house, and sat outside. And so, of course, she leaves tonight, and we checked the main highways just for safety, but we should have checked this house first, because that's right where she went.
Oh, oh boy.
She went to get her lovin's. Anyway. No, yeah, you didn't ask me those questions. Man. You asked, like, questions that matter. And I just so appreciate that about you, is that you took this energy that you have, that you want to make everyone feel like they matter, and you're using the resources that you have, which is print and cosplay and comic book knowledge, and you put them together, and you're doing something that matters to other people and makes them feel like they matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know what, it's all really strange, because like, now the reason I'm asking you questions when we first come on is, no, I don't want to size you up or anything like that, but I kind of want to get a feeling about you and what's going on, because you could be a great interviewer, but you could be having a shit day, and I might not get you at your best. And I'm just trying to get you, size you up, right? Tune the instrument and see what's going on here. And that's all. Like, I don't know. And that kind of goes back to when I was a musician, and we're playing around in bars in towns where we never even knew. And you're kind of looking at the crowd, and it's like, okay, what's in my best interest here tonight?
Right.
Who are the people that I kind of, what, if I can, there's one or two people where it's like, if I can see them, and if I can win them over, this whole building is mine. And,
yes,
and or ours, right? So it's kind of like, you're like, that's that person. And who's the bully? I want him to taste a little bit of blood coming out of his nose, and realize nobody's better than anybody else here, man. And it's just kind of, let's all just enjoy it.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I used to be in a cover band, and I would look for the person on the dance floor around that was maybe just like, they were kind of into it, but they didn't want to jump on. But I'm like, if I can get that guy on the floor, this whole place is coming to the floor. Yeah.
Man, and was there a song that did that for you guys down in the States? Or
we did. It was a country cover band, so it was a lot of country music.
Yeah.
Usually it was like Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
Oh man, awesome.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, you're not even giving me the feels. You're giving like everybody in the feels. Like KJ Becker said, geez, it's an emotional roller coaster, and she's legit not crying right now or anything.
Okay, thanks for decoding that for me. I was like, RN. Oh no. Yeah, no.
Get with it, kid. Come on.
Yeah, I need my daughter down here to kind of decode all this stuff, right? And I'm still hung up at the Snape kills Dumbledore. Like, I thought it had been explained to everybody that it was the only thing that had to be done, and Snape is clearly the hero of those movies. Like,
He really is.
He absolutely
really
is,
is.
man. I have this argument with my kid all the time that it's not about trying to be some big shot, living under your uncle's stairs, wearing your glasses and walking around like you own the place. Yeah, like
Harry
Severus
Potter's a
got
dick.
that guy is a jerk, and I don't know, like Severus getting bullied, having to overcome bullying to become the greatest potions master in the history of the masters of the potion. And
Yes.
It's like, how could you not love that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Preach it. Always. Always.
I'm seeing the stream numbers going down now. No. Oh,
No,
gosh.
when Nimka comes on, we're gonna deplete the stream numbers with just Harry Potter nonstop.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So okay, and now anything else about the cards? Like, I feel like I've kind of said everything about them, but I never know. I really
do you
never
have
know.
to? I know they're called canned cosplay cards, but like, can FGBG get a set?
Yeah, absolutely. You could get a set, but you could register your own card. Like, we have a bunch of we've got friends that do photography, they do videography, they do all sorts of stuff, and yeah, there's no way we wouldn't sign them up for that. Yeah, we've had people from I'd like to say like 8 years old to probably 70 years old in our sets, and groups and singles and everything in between, right? So there's at the very least there's a candid card with your guys' logo and some great picture of you guys dressed up like big and rich, right? So yeah.
With a big belt, the 10-gallon hat,
Yes.
and some longhorns on my belt.
Oh man.
No, I need the set. I need a canned cosplay cards for FGBG. And maybe it's got a picture of me, of T, of Jeff Sitz, of Lucas. You haven't met those guys. You're gonna one day. Don't worry. We're gonna find you. Do you ever come down to a con in the States?
Yeah, I've been down to Dragon Con 3 times. So and that's kind of, to me, that's Valhalla right there. Like, that's kind of, there's 80,000 people like me right there. And
okay, I'm going to Dragon Con. Are you going to Dragon Con next year?
Maybe.
Pinky swear.
You know what?
Pinky swear. I'll be there.
I have not been back since 2014, and it's like people are still, yeah, and I get the same messages every year. People are asking for me to come back, and can I tell you two funny Dragon Con stories that have happened to me?
That's only the reason we're here.
If you are thinking about going to a convention in the United States, and this goes to anybody listening, anybody watching, here's 2 reasons why you want to go to Dragon Con. Number 1, I meet a lady that is an incredible fan of Heath Ledger's Joker, and she is just demolished. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so great! You're so great! You're so great!" We get to chatting in messaging and stuff like that, and she is like one of the best chefs in Atlanta. So if you've been to the convention, one of the toughest things to do is get food. And she ends up bringing a catered breakfast to our room, right to our hotel room, where we charge, I don't know, it was like it was 10 or 12 people, a certain amount per person. And man, and it was incredible. It was so good. And my gosh, and the cleaning staff ended up like just being in our hallway at the time that this was going on. Yeah. And it was the maple bacon that had them kind of knocking on the door about what's going on here. And that's when we told them, you know what? We need a rollaway bed. You happen to have one? If you do, you guys can come and grab a plate, right? And it's like, these rollaway beds at Dragon Con are like worth thousands of dollars because they're so in demand. We had one within 3 minutes. There was a rollaway bed in our room, and they were enjoying the oh my gosh, the whipped cream and the waffles and the fried pineapple, and it was just,
Oh my
it was
God.
incredible. It was so incredible. It's like, how does this even happen?
The power of food, baby.
Yeah, and it's just kind of, I also got into kind of a scrum as the Joker right on the street with a guy dressed up like one of the crazy 88s from Kill Bill.
Okay. Jeez.
And of course, me being the idiot I was like, what are you going to do? You got everybody here because you're going to need all 88 to stop me. And he's like, yeah, actually, they're coming out of the hotel. And sure enough, all of them came out of the hotel. So it was me versus like 88 people, right? And,
oh my God.
And I was just kind of like, I'm telling my photographer, Kelly, run into the basement. Just go, because there's like, we had been like hunting all these awesome places for photo shoots. So he literally takes this, he goes into this basement, and I tell these guys, okay guys, we're going down these stairs, just run after me. And he tells his friends, and sure enough, we kick the door open and I go running down this hallway, and all 88 of them come running after me, and Kelly gets the whole thing in photos and video and stuff.
Where
and it was
are
just
those
like,
pictures?
I can't even believe it's happening. It's on my Facebook somewhere, right? So it's just kind of, it's so tough to find things when they're so buried back in like 2011, 2012. I'll have to try to dig them up. No, that would have been pre-Insta for sure.
Oh,
but,
shit.
Man, yeah, like it's just, oh gosh, but just great memories like that. And it's just, you want to get back there every time, and seeing the whale sharks at the aquarium and things like that, and the parade, and oh my gosh, it's just fantastic. So many great people. And outside of that, like, absolutely, I want to get back down to the States, and it's just kind of, it's been time, and it's been the life, that we've all been living in the last few years. It's just, things have been strange. Super strange.
Well, I just looked it up that DragonCon 2023, y'all, for all of you that are committing to join us at DragonCon, it's August 1st or 31st through September 4th. That's a Thursday through a Sunday. Mark your calendars. Clear off your schedule. Because I've always wanted to go to DragonCon. I go to C2E2. That's the closest one in Chicago. The
awesome
one in Chicago to me. And it's a great time, but it's been a couple years since I've been. But even there, I like to party. And they're like, DragonCon is the party of the year in cosplay. So I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah, it's ballistic. Like it's 16 hours a day easy in costumes. You might even be going longer depending on the circles and the things you find yourself in. Like, it's just, man, I don't know, I could go on the stories like of being, like being in the bathroom and coming across a horde of zombies trying to get more fake blood on each other. And it's just kind of, well, how can we turn this into a fun opportunity? Right. And it's just, I don't know, like, gosh, it's so incredible. Or running into Draco Malfoy, the real Tom Felton, and having to take a picture of him and my photographer friend with his camera that I have no idea how to use. And in the background, there's this glass building with ceiling to floor doors that are glass as well. And Draco and my pal Kelly are standing there trying to pose and smile. And I'm trying to take this photo. And this lady sees Draco, and she's coming around the corner trying to come out the building to see him. But she walks right into the glass and totally destroys herself. And they're kind of like, oh my God. And Draco's like, or Tom Felton's like, oh my God, did that just happen? Did you get that on camera?
That happened.
Right. And it's like, oh, but yeah, it's just craziness. I don't know. It's craziness, but it's reality. It's so cool when the stars want to be part of the party as well, not just hiding behind the velvet rope and the curtains and all that kind of stuff.
And that's what I love about cons, is you get to meet people like this, like I'm meeting you, who we have a shared love of something. It doesn't even have to be the same thing, but the fact that we both respect and honor and love the geek culture at its core, that's all that you need. And as soon as you walk into a con, you just know that these are your people. And honestly, that's why I fucking love these Monday night Geek Out sessions, because I get that feeling every week right here.
Yeah.
In a very small way, but it's even more intimate that way.
Oh, absolutely it is. And you know, like the last convention I was at, it was so funny because people got really negative about guests canceling and this going on and this
Hmm.
person's not coming, and everyone was the sky is falling and it's like, oh, this is going to be so terrible, and it's there's nothing, I don't even know if I'm going to buy a ticket. What's, and they're kicking sod and kicking stones and being all just kind of Debbie Downer. And here I am, and I get in my vehicle and I drive for 14 hours, and it's like,
Jeez.
I could care less. Like this is going to be the time of our lives, and that's what we made it. And Cutie, you were part of that, and Kelsey, you were part of that, and I think Chris Warden, I thought I saw his name at the start.
Yep, he's
You
been
guys
here.
are all, yeah, you're all part of that, and it's just kind of, we're the puzzle, and you need all those pieces together, and it just doesn't look the same without somebody. So I don't know. I don't know how you can't go to a convention and find something great, right? It's just, yeah.
Oh, I need a convention right now, and I need it to be Dragon Con, and I need it to be with all of you, because that's my goals now. One, Alec.
Oh.
If that's the one you go to, that's when we're meeting at. He's been our long time moderator and fan of the show, and so we've
cool.
yet to meet in person. And he's like, I talk to him every day, honestly, every day. I've never met him in person. That's the great thing.
Man.
And I want to meet you. I want to meet Cutie. I want to meet everybody else that goes to Dragon Con. So I'm going to really, really try Dragon Con 2023. Let's go.
Oh gosh. Or I mean, even C2E2, like I don't see that being impossible for me at all, because Chicago's a great town. A great town. And man, when I went to Chicago, it was actually driving back from Dragon Con. We stayed in Chicago, and I got to go and walk kind of the streets where they shot some of the Dark Knight scenes, like where they flipped the truck, and it's wild. It's an incredible walk because you can smell it, like kind of the hot garbage and concrete.
Ooh, it's
and
beautiful.
it has a distinct smell, and it's just kind of like, I watch the movie and I see the scene and I know it, and I can smell it all the time, and it's very, very empowering to go and walk in those same footsteps, right?
Streets that Joker walked.
Yes, and then had some great deep dish pizza right after.
Oh yeah, Giordano's, Uno's. Oh God, Illuminati's. Come on.
Yes.
You can't.
Yeah, there's no shortage, right?
No. Well, if you guys want a little piece of a Comic-Con every single week, you know where to find it, right here on FGBG, Monday nights, 8:30 Eastern Standard, here on Twitch. And you can always watch it back later on YouTube and podcast. So if that's you, thank you for letting us steal a bit of your life for us every single week. And Kid, we're not done yet, so we're not leaving, but I just want to thank you from the actual bottom of my heart that I am so grateful for this little slice of your life that I got to be a part of tonight. And I am encouraged the fact that you exist and that you are doing what you're doing, because I know it means so much to the community, and you are too humble to even admit the power that you are having on this life, but I am grateful that you are doing it.
I'm so terrible with compliments. I can't take compliments from anybody, man. It's I don't know why, but it's so hard to accept that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a good thing your face is frozen because nobody can see your face. Canadian Cutie says, thank you for having Kid on, and make sure you check out Can Cosplay Cards. Use command cards to check it out. Go follow, because honestly, 380 is... I'm not about numbers, but the fact that you're doing with this and only 380 people have liked it so far, garbage. Will not accept. I will not rest until you hit at least $1,000, and we're going to do what we can to help that happen.
Oh my gosh, that would be nuts. I like 380 is just okay for me. As a musician, if you're playing a bar and there's 380 people in there, would you be okay with that?
I don't know. Is this bar the size of the internet? Because I might feel like...
That's true. That's an interesting point, yeah.
I didn't hang enough flyers or something.
Yeah. Oh gosh, flyers. Hanging flyers in Winnipeg where it's minus, 35, that was never fun, man. Oh, never fun. And we used to do like stupid things like, there's 9 different flyers for this show. Bring them all in and you get in for free, right? And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it was great.
That's so cool. I would love that. I would go all over the city. I love a
Yeah,
scavenger hunt. Oh my god.
It was fun. It was fun stuff, right? But it didn't really help our band out much. But I mean that at that point it was Winnipeg was all about grunge music at the time, and we were more maybe David Bowie kind of thing. So it's maybe not going to work out for us.
But I don't know how you feel. I'm ready to play a game. You ready to play a game?
Sure, I can try.
Well, because you're kind of a master of all trades, jack of none, that's backwards.
Yes.
But we're going to play a little game I like to call Think Fast.
Hello.
So here's how it works. We're going to go with a category. It's kind of like Scattergories, but copyright. And things like costumes or cosplays that involve a red uniform. And we're going to go back and forth, and we're going to try to list as many as we can think of. And we get, I think, 10 seconds on this board game that I stole this timer from. And if it goes off and you haven't thought of one, then you lose. And if you lose, I don't know, something bad's going to happen to you in the next 10 years.
Wow.
We play for the keeps over here at FGBG.
Apparently.
Yeah, we don't mess around. Oh, we have a poll. Okay, poll is up. What's the poll? Who will win Jack of None? Well, we have a few seconds left, and you are in the lead with 2 votes and me with 0. So I think, Kid, you're going to win this one. And then you in the chat, think of categories, because I've got only a couple, and then I'm coming to you for help. So, Kid, are you ready to play? He might be frozen. This might have been a bad time for this to kick in, because he only gets 10 seconds. Kid, come back to me. Oh, wait, here he comes, Welcome back. Are you back? Hello?
Yes, I'm back.
He's back. And so he's back from outer space. Okay, can you hear this?
Yes.
Okay, that's the timer. I think it's 10 seconds-ish. If you hear that piano riff, that means that you're out of time.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, and Bruce Wayne redeemed hydrate, so if you got anything liquid around you, though I don't know if this is hydrating me. There you go. The few in the chat that know that I have some weird alcohol allergy sometimes when it feels like kicking in.
Ouch.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel anything. Except you can see my face gets red. And that's it.
So what are you drinking? What are you drinking for it to do that?
Drinking tonight, which I had this last night and nothing happened. But tonight it's decided that, hey, let something happen. I'm kind of in a spooky October mood. So I've got some apple cider. It's salted caramel apple cider with some black walnut bitters and some whiskey.
Oh, interesting. Wow. It's Monday night. That's nuts.
It's Monday night, but it's a Geek Out Sesh, and this is a party. It tastes delicious. Hello, John. Welcome. You're never late. You're always on time. We're early. I know a few people who turn red when they drink alcohol with no other symptoms. Crazy. Yeah, I did a whole thing. If you know me personally, I did a whole thing on my story. I found out it might have something to do with some distant Asian heritage.
Huh.
Oh my gosh, get in my mouth. Wait, LOL, nope. Yep. Says Canadian. I don't know what you want in your mouth and which part nope and which part yet, but we'll find out.
Oh boy.
Okay, Kid, here's the first category. Let's go with the first one I talked about. We each get a turn back and forth. I'll let you start. These are cosplays that would require a red costume. Go.
Scarlet Witch.
Flash.
Person from The Handmaid's Tale.
Ooh. Oh shit. What of the guards? Oh. There you go.
Imperial Guard from Star Wars.
Thank you. I was like the guards, but of the Imperial one. There you go. Also, I will accept, like you said, person from Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
Tale. I'll take that because I can never
Okay.
remember names.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
I'm thinking they use so many in that show that there has to be extras in there, right? So
Oh, yeah.
that would have been billed as person, possibly. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh
All
my
right, so
gosh,
chalk one up
weak.
for Kid. I'm gonna keep track of points, and then the chat will decide what happens when we lose.
I'm out. I'm leaving out on top, and I gotta go. And
Oh, I just opened my notebook, and look, cutie, look what opened up. This was the
Ouch.
tally of cringy things I said accidentally while talking about her OnlyFans, whether accidentally or on purpose, or things that she quickly turned into a cringe. And we got up to 13.
Oh man, I gotta go
time.
listen to that.
Oh,
I
back-
gotta go listen to that.
It's on the YouTubes. It's on the podcast. Go check it out. Good stuff.
I will.
Okay, next category. And chat, I'm coming to you next. What did I say earlier? I sent you something and I was like, oh, like for example. And I was like, great, let's just use that.
I think it was the.
There was red, and then there was cosplays that might use technology or some sort of tech. Go.
Tron.
Dr. Octopus.
Doctor Who.
Ooh. You already said Optimus. Why am I so bad at this? Can I say Bumblebee?
C-3PO.
Ooh. R2-D2?
Cool. Vincent, Maximilian, and Bob from the Black Hole.
Nice. What are those people from Star Trek that have all the technology?
Those people. Oh,
Those
boy.
people. I'm counting it.
Twiggy from Buck Rogers? Was he the little robot?
Okay. K9.
Ooh, that's nice. The Terminator.
Ooh,
Arnold
nice.
Schwarzenegger.
Cyborg.
Cool. Iron Man.
Duh.
Yeah.
Y'all are helping the chat, and I'm stealing it. Astro Boy.
Oh, nice. You know what? I'm gonna go actually from All Star Squadron in DC. Robot Man.
Oh, nice. God, I'm blind. The Tin Man?
Oof. That's a good one. Gosh, what would it be? RoboCop.
Nice. I'm trying not to look at the chat because I know they're helping. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, a Gundam Wing.
Oh, cool. What else with tech? Does the Millennium Falcon count?
That would be dope. Sure, I would love to see that as a cosplay. A Diva from Overwatch.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Predator.
Oh, nice. I'm just looking around my room over here now, like looking for anything with technology. Mega Man.
Cool. The Ghostbusters. And their
Oh, nice.
particle thing.
God damn.
Yeah, it's getting tough.
I already used all of these. I lose. That's 2 points for you.
No, we both won. That was a tough. We held on for a long time there.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. I'll take that loss. Boba Fett, Din Djarin.
Oh man, yeah.
Duh.
So many.
It's so easy until you have a tick-tock, 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 tick-tock.
Penny from Inspector Gadget had the little
Duh!
wristwatch, man.
Oh,
Come on.
so many things. Okay, chat, give us a category. 2 for CCC, 0 for FGBG. Well, that's basically how things normally go here. Okay, Scooby-Doo villains, says Alec in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
You were up on Scooby-Doo?
No.
Me neither, and I will not know the actual terms. Alec will, and he'll yell at us if we're wrong. He had a Geek Out Sesh once, and that's kind of what I tested him on, and he knew every one. It was weird.
Oh, man.
Okay, we'll do this, and then I'm seeing Harry Potter characters, so that'll be next. Okay. Okay, Scooby-Doo
I'm
villains.
gonna lose that one.
You can go first. Ready? Go.
Captain Cutler.
The Creeper.
10,000 volt ghost.
And I'm done.
The disco demon.
The abominable snowman guy? I remember they were at a ski lodge once.
Yep, that works. That's that. Yeah. Who else here? Old Iron Face.
The freaky clown that kidnapped Daphne and put her in a box.
Charlie the Robot.
Oh God, you know names. This isn't even. I have no chance here. I'm seeing a bunch in the chat, but I'm refusing to use them.
You get 3. Take 3.
Okay, the witch's ghost.
The Miner 49er.
Oh, nice. Scuba guy.
The Creeper. Was he said already?
I said that one. Try again.
Okay. Who else do we got here? Miner 49er. Jeez, Captain Cutler. Oh no, the Tar Monster.
Okay, we'll say you got that one. Good job. You pulled that one out. Dang, that was good. The Miner 49er, that was good. Zombie from Zombie Island. I saw Scuba guy. Black Knight. Oh yeah, the Black Knight. Swamp Thing.
Oh, there's 2 different Black Knights actually. One with Merlin as well. So man, that could have worked twice.
Captain Cutler. Oh, Captain Cutler is the Scuba Man, and you already said that. So good job.
Yeah.
Kid's looking at cheat sheet. Yup, he sure is, and so am I.
You know what? There was another episode with. There was a couple guys in scuba masks, like twin scuba guys. So that's who I was picturing when you said that.
Oh, okay. I just haven't seen a Scooby-Doo episode, I'm sorry, Alec, in a while. I used to watch it, actually, waiting for the bus at my neighbor's house. She would have Scooby-Doo on, and that's when I'd watch it the most. Every morning.
Oh, man. Scooby-Doo is still awesome. I mean, that was actually in the pandemic. It was a Saturday. Well, not a Saturday, but like a lot of supper time traditions with the kids.
Oh, yeah?
As we'd put on a Scoob. Yeah, oh, gosh, yeah. It was so great watching it. And, oh, man, the cat creature. I didn't even think of the cat creature. One of my favorite ones. That
Who knew
sucks.
I was walking into one of your most treasured categories? Cool.
Well, wait until this next one happens. No.
Okay. At least I read the books here. At least I've read them. Okay.
Oh, man.
Harry Potter characters. We're going to see how well this wrinkly mess inside my head works for me right now. You ready?
Sure.
You go first. And go.
Oh, man. Okay, well, Severus Snape, the star.
Dumbledore.
Draco.
Goyle.
Harry.
Hermione.
Fred.
Oh shit, I can't remember his brother's name. Oops. Aunt Petunia.
Oh yeah. Boy, who else is there? Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
This is getting brutal. Lupin? Is there a guy? Lupin?
Uh-huh. Lupin
Okay.
Remus.
Okay.
Dursley. Or no,
Durst.
Dudley Dursley.
Neville Longbottom.
Madam Hooch.
The lady in the green dress that always wears the green dress. Oh, what is her name? So with
You know it.
McGonagall?
There you go.
McGonagall? There.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hagrid.
Oh boy. Who else is there? I think I'm out. I think
No,
I'm out
you're not.
here.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Come on, think obvious.
Dumbledore? Has he been said?
No, try
Yeah,
again.
he's been said.
Oh, come
No.
on!
Oh.
I got a point!
Yeah.
I'm on the board! Let's see who we missed.
know-
Let's look back in the chat. See who we missed. Oh my god, this goes on for days. Oh my god.
Yeah,
this list.
there's a lot.
The Nargles, Bellatrix, Dolores, Dobby,
Oh,
Bill
Bellatrix.
Weasley, Rita Skeeta, Dementors, Luna Lovegood, Lord Voldemort,
Oh.
Victor Crumb, Professor Insert Name Here, Fleur de Cour, the Wand in that one scene, Ginny, Pierce Polkus, Margargle, do you mean McGonagall? Cedric Diggory, Lily Potter, James Potter, Cho Chang, we got Ron, Lavender Brown, Nimka says my heart is broken.
We don't speak of James Potter on this show.
Not with Kid here. Not with actual Severus Snape here. The real Severus Snape.
God. You know, man, James Potter. I can't. Oh God, I'm
That
gonna be
piece
sick.
of crap.
Oh man, Luna Lovegood. My daughter would be destroyed that I didn't get Luna Lovegood. Oh.
Oh shit, I just turned it on accident. I'm gonna turn that off. Oh, she's got a 9 3/4 sticker. Okay, I see you showing us up.
Oh my God. Holy smokes.
A rip
That's the big time right there.
right there. Or just, we can,
Oh my
you should have just
gosh.
named Alan Rickman. Can we do that? Can we get a moment of
Oh, yeah.
silence for Alan?
Okay, well, hold on. Nimka, what is your favorite moment from the movies? Or a favorite character, favorite moment from the Harry Potter universe?
See, look, you're even bringing the chat into making them feel so welcome. You can't turn it off. You can't turn it off.
No.
She says Sirius Black.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I'm not kidding, Nimka. You're coming on for a Harry Potter episode. We'll talk after. We'll get it on the schedule. But Kid, did you have a good time tonight?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
This was a blast. You are a true gem of this universe, and I mean that with all of my intent.
Well, I appreciate that a lot.
You know that I mean it. I really do mean it. And again, I said it before, but thank you for doing what you're doing. Honestly, thank you for doing what you're doing. I'm going to be in touch because I need some FGBG cosplay cards now.
For sure. Sure. Well, we definitely could hook you up with those.
And we'll keep spreading your word and sharing what you're doing, so that more people can feel the impact of the effort, the Herculean effort behind this endeavor. And I'm proud of you for starting it. I'm proud of you for seeing the need and just filling the space.
Yeah, thanks. Like, you know, like these aren't for everybody, clearly. Like, people, like, there are a lot of people that like prints better or other things better, but the people that do love what these things are, they love them a lot, right? So it's just kind of, there's certain roses grow in our garden, right? And they grow really well.
Well, as a losing penalty, apparently it's been voted in the chat that I take a spoonful of mayo. So,
Ouch.
if you'll indulge me, entertain the chat for 5 seconds while I run upstairs and get a spoonful of mayo, and I'll be right back. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Okay, it's now your show. It's all you. This is the Kid Remington show on Twitch. FGBG, go.
Okay. Well, What do we want to talk about here outside of what's been going on? I'm going to try touch the chat and just watch it all freeze up. Yeah, I can't see anything. It's all frozen. And well, I appreciate everybody coming around and watching our awesome host get ready to destroy his taste buds with a tablespoon of, is it going to be mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Do you guys have Miracle Whip in the States even? Or is it just mayonnaise? Or is it just mayo? Because people are tired of all the silent and extra letters at the end of mayonnaise. Could be anything. Yeah, I really wish my chat would load here because you guys are probably giving me some really good answers to these questions I'm asking. So I'm going to introduce the rest of the band who's been playing here all night. Up here, we've got Han Solo. He's captain of the Millennium Falcon. Back here, we have Kate Bishop, the second best Hawkeye in the history of time of Hawkeyes. We all know Hawkeye, Clint Barton, the greatest Avenger of all time. And all the other Avengers, Cutie, if you're still out there, you know what they are. They are a grain of sand. Ooh, yeah, a grain of sand. And, of course, over here, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. And I just saw her the other night on Murder on the Orient Express. A cool little movie. Very artsy in the Hollywood style that they like to do, with, of course, the star of the show, Chief Inspector Hercule Poirot.
Why do I feel like you just gave a better performance of a Twitch channel than I ever have in the last 3 years?
I was introducing him to the band in the background. Everybody that made me sound great tonight. The drummer Pfeiffer and bass player Bishop and lead guitar player. Oh, geez, this is not working well. Oh, there he is.
There you go.
Mr. Solo, the guy with the solos. There's all sorts of good stuff. Yeah.
I've got the mayo.
Boy. Okay, so now is it mayo? So it's not even mayonnaise, the full name mayonnaise. It's mayo because people are tired of all the silent letters and stuff at the end.
It says light mayonnaise, half the fat and calories of regular mayonnaise. But yeah, in the States, we just decided, you know what? We're going to decide that it's called mayo. Okay. I brought it down because I knew y'all would not believe that I put real mayo on this. Joke's on you. You don't know how much I love mayo.
Oh my gosh.
This is disgusting. Speak for yourself. This is a delicatessen. It's tangy. It's a little sweet. And half the calories.
That was disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Well, on that note, if you've enjoyed a Geek Out Sesh tonight, thanks. Consider following or subbing to the channel. Oh my god, right on cue. That's what did it for John to gift a sub to Canadian Cutie.
Oh my.
Canadian, I want to know, Cutie, I want to know what my count would be at this point, because there's a couple things that I said that I knew that if you could, you'd say, count it, mark it. So I'm probably up to 15. But we do this each and every week on Monday nights, 8:30 Eastern Standard, right here on Twitch, and then you can watch it back on YouTube or podcasts. And then again on Wednesday, T will be streaming. He's been doing a lot of cool community things. He's been playing Cult of the Lamb. He paints minis. He does a lot of fun stuff. And Thursday, we have our ongoing campaign of City of Mist. So come back for that. Those are pre-recorded, so you can chat with us in the chat here on Twitch and then watch back on YouTube or podcasts. And thanks again, John, passing on the gift to Bruce Wayne for the next sub.
Nice, Mr. Wayne. Very nice. And I've got a secret message to send out to Cutie.
Okay.
Barb, it's happening again. She'll know what that means.
As long as she does, because I don't have a clue.
Oh boy.
Kid, thank you so much for coming, and y'all, please use command cards. Go get this man to 1,000 follows with what they're doing, because it's important, it's necessary, it needed to happen, and he's making it happen. And from the cosplay community, I thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, I really appreciate you making some time for me tonight to talk about my trading card collection.
You are welcome anytime. So we kind of have a traditional way that we end the show, and I never tell anybody before the show, because why would I do that? I always speak through it right now in a very awkward way. But I'm gonna say my name, you're gonna say your name, and then together we're gonna say, I'll say, and you just keep, and then together we say, geeking out. Okay? Okay. You guys didn't hear that part. That was very secret. Okay. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, I am Boser.
And I'm Kid Remington.
And until next time, you just keep geeking out.
Geeking out.
Good night.